Do you ever stop and think about the stuff you own? The old, the forgotten, the things just kind of sitting there? What if those objects, what if they had a story to tell? Today we're going to dive into a really cool storytelling project that does just that. It gives a voice to all the things we've left behind.
Okay, so let's just jump right in with the big question that this whole thing is built on. What if the things we forget never really forget us? I mean, really think about that for a second. The idea here is that our relationship with our stuff, it isn't just a one-way street. It's really about memory, it's about perspective, and it's about all these stories that are just hiding in plain sight all around us.
And this is where it gets personal. This is a direct invitation to you. Seriously, right now, look around. Find something nearby. Maybe an old pen, a book you haven't touched in years, that coffee mug with the chip in it. Go ahead, pick it up. What story could that thing tell? You know, this simple little exercise, it's the foundation of this whole idea.
All right, so how does this actually work in practice? Well, the best way to get it is to hear an example. We're going to listen to the story of just one single forgotten object.
So picture this, a pocket watch. It's been tucked away inside a drawer for, get this, over 70 years. It's been totally silent for decades, just holding on to its secrets. But tonight, it speaks. What in the world would it even say?
And that's the voice of the watch. Wow. In just a few sentences, a simple, inanimate object is suddenly connected to these huge human experiences: love, war, the passing of time itself. That's the real magic of this idea, right? Turning a simple thing into a silent witness to our lives.
So where did this powerful story even come from? What is this project? Well, it all comes from a really unique podcast, one with a super clear and creative mission. Let's break down what it's all about.
Okay, so the project is called Whispers of Forgotten Objects. It's built on this brilliant, simple idea, giving a voice to all those everyday things by mixing up imagination, narrative, and even a little bit of history. And the name itself is just perfect, right? It's not about shouting stories. It's about listening to the quiet ones, the ones we usually just ignore.
And what's so powerful about this is what they focus on. I mean, look at this list. Old keys, broken watches, faded photos, worn-out shoes. We all have this kind of stuff, don't we? A key to a door that doesn't even exist anymore. A photo of some relative you can't quite place. This project is all about finding the universal story inside these super personal items. But here's where it gets even cooler. This project, it goes a step further. This isn't something you're just supposed to sit back and listen to. Nope, the whole goal is to turn every single listener into a storyteller.
Yeah, they call it an interactive journey into memory and imagination, and that's exactly what it is. It's way more than just a listening experience. It's basically a call to action. It's designed to spark your own creativity and maybe even change how you see the world around you.
And they make it so incredibly simple to participate. It's just 4 steps. 1, find an object in your own home. 2, just hold it and imagine one single memory it might have. 3, write its story down. And 4, share it. See, it's not about writing some epic novel, it's just about listening and connecting.
And that last step, sharing, is really key. By using the hashtag #ForgottenWhispers, your personal story suddenly becomes part of this bigger collective tapestry of memories. You're not just telling your own story anymore, you're actually joining this whole community of, as they call them, memory keepers.
Okay, so we've seen the what and the how of this whole thing. But that brings us to the really big question, right? Why? Why does any of this matter? What's the deeper meaning here in giving a voice to, a broken watch or some faded old photo?
Well, the whole project is really about a massive shift in how we see things. It's about changing our perspective. It encourages us to stop seeing these items as silent, abandoned, useless things and to start seeing them for what they could be: witnesses, time travelers, and keepers of our memories. And that really brings us to the core philosophy, and it's summed up perfectly in this one thought. Objects are more than things. They are storytellers, time travelers, silent keepers of our lives. It's just a great reminder that our own stories are literally woven into the world right around us.
So we're going to leave you with the exact same question the podcast leaves its listeners. I bet after hearing all this, you might not look at that old box in the attic or that thing on your shelf in quite the same way. So what are the forgotten objects in your life whispering to you? What stories are just waiting for you to finally listen?